Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos. And if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So welcome back, guys. This is video number 2 of my mini macrame wall hanging tutorial and make along. So if you haven't already seen the first one, please go back and check the first one. I do have a playlist that'll be included in the description box below, so please check it out. Again, this was done as a labor of love for one of my students here locally who asked about macrame, and I had shown that I had made a little miniature wall hanging and used some items that I had actually gotten from the Dollar Tree. So it's an economical project. It is easy to do, beginner friendly, and I really do take you step by step. Okay, so we're going to go into this video where we left off at the previous one, and we don't have a lot more to go. So let's stay excited and let's keep going, and we will have a beautiful miniature wall hanging that we have put together using macrame in no time. Okay, so let's go into the tutorial. Okay, guys, so we are now done. I have just done my last square knot that's in the middle, and we'll bring all these strands back. I'm gonna shake out our project a little bit. Okay, bring all our strands back. So now this is where you should be right now. You should have done the first row, which had 9, the next one, which had 8, the next one, which had 7, the next one, which had 6, the next one, which had 5, the next one, which had 4, then 3, then 2, and then 1. Okay. And so all of your, it should come together like this and be a nice, neat triangle. Again, yours may not be as tight as mine, and that's okay. All right. Don't worry about it if they're not as tight. We did have a little bit of room for some error in the tightness, and that's why I told you to go ahead and use 48 inches instead of 36. Okay. So now the next thing that we're going to do, and this is this part. This is this part right here. Okay, so we have done this part here. So now the next thing that we're going to do is this part. Okay, and these are using square knots, and this is using a half hitch, a double half hitch knot. Okay, so now the double half hitch knot is a little different. So I'm going to start from this side and I'm going to go towards this way. What we're going to do is we're going to take the outermost strand, okay, and we're going to use it as a guide. So we're going to direct it towards the middle. Okay, so the outermost strand, we're going to do that for this side as well as this side. So these two are going to be our guides for what we're going to do. All right. So now we're going to take it and we're going to kind of lay it across, and we're going to take the next strand from underneath. So this is going to lay on top. Okay, it's going to lay on top. It's going to go in the direction that you want it to go. And we're going to try to lay them across here. All right. So you're going to take it and you're going to wrap it around and through. Okay, wrap it around and through. And you're going to kind of hold this one taut, and you're just going to bring that loop up tight. Okay, and then you're going to do that again. So wrap it around and through. Okay, and then you're just going to bring it tight. You see that? And so what it does is it makes like a little band around it with the yarn. So now I've done that twice. I am done with this one. So now let's go to the next one. Now trying to find these in the order that they are is really important because you want it to look neat. Okay. So again, this is on top. This is coming from underneath. All right. So underneath and through, and then just slide it over, slide it up and over. Okay. Do it again, underneath and through, and slide it over. That's all you do. So we're going to keep doing that. Okay. Just keep doing that all the way across. All right. Just find the next one. Once you're done with it, then, sorry about that. Okay. Once you're done with it, just put it over to the side, and you should be able to see that you've done it. And you just want a nice, neat band across the top there. Okay. So this is the next one. So you're going to go around this one. Okay. And slide it over. Okay. And then you're going to do that twice. Okay. So this is, yeah, this is it right here. Okay. So around and slide. Take the next one around and slide, around and slide. Okay, keep going in the order. So this is the next one. Around and slide it over. Around and slide it. Okay. So you just want them to be as neat as you can get them, going around, and slide. Okay, so now we are ready to do the half hitch knots on the opposite side. So we're going to take the outermost strand and we're going to lay it across where we want it to go. All right. And then we're going to use each of the individual strands remaining to make our half hitch knots. Okay. So we're going to go around and through, and then we're going to slide it up, do it again, around and through, and slide it up. Okay. And we're going to go to the next one and do the same thing, around and through, around and through. Okay. And keep going, around and through. And don't forget the distance that you have is going to show. So if you have it too loose and it's not going where you want it to go, then you can you have to take it loose and do it over. Okay. But it's okay. Around and through. Okay, so now hopefully you can see these as it's going this way, okay, and it's going towards the middle, okay, and I'm just doing them in order, okay. Okay, so now for this one, this was my one that I was working on here. And so I do have some that I have not done on this side. So let me go back and do these. Okay, so this was not done. Okay, so this is my one for this side. Okay, so I am back. We have now done the first two portions of our knotting, and we're ready to do a little bit something different. So we're back to making square knots, but we're going to make them a little looser and at a distance and not as close as we had up here. So let's go ahead and take the outer portion here and take the 4 strands, okay? And we're going to go ahead and make a square knot. But we're not going to bring it too close, okay? So I'm going to leave it like that, okay? Leave it like that. And then do the second half, hoping that I can keep that knot nice and taut while I make it so that I don't get any give there. I just kind of want that to stay the way it is. Hopefully I can get it to stay. Okay, so I think I have it where I want it. Okay, so hopefully that's going to stay. All right, so now the next 4. Let's go to the next 4.
Next level. Next level.
Okay, so now there should be 2 coming from here and 2 coming from here. But if you look here, I did something wrong there, right? So I need to undo this so that I can figure out exactly what I did wrong. I have more coming from one side than another. And it looks like all I did was this very last one should have not gone this way. And that's okay. I can easily correct it. No problem. Okay, so that was the last 2 knots that I did, last 2 half hitch knots. They were coming from over here, and I should have, instead of doing them here, so that's that and that. So it should have gone here, okay? So no problem. I just direct it here, there, and there. Okay, so now there should be two coming from here, and there should be two coming from here. All right, so now I just corrected that. All right, so here we go. This last one, what I will do is I will have this one to kind of come down, as you see here. These knots were here, and this one I just kind of brought it down and I put it right here along with the next one. So I really didn't combine this one in these knots. Not really. I didn't do anything until the very next section. So I left these four as they were. Okay. So now we have this section done. Okay. Let's take a look at here. So we have this section done. So we've got all of our knots here. Okay. All right. So the next section is right here. So now we're going to take, once again, the outermost strand here, and it's going to get directed towards the middle. Okay. And then the outermost strand here, and that will get directed towards the middle. Okay, so both of them will get directed towards the middle, and then I'm going to do my loops again, but they will be along this line and this line instead. Okay, all right, so I just have a tendency to start on this side. It doesn't matter which side you start on, it really doesn't. Okay, so once again, you wrap it, you're going to wrap it over and through, and then you're going to bring it taut up to where you want it to be. Okay, and then again wrap it over and through, and then just kind of allow that to curl along there. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Over and through, and slide it over and through, and slide it. Okay, go to the next one. Okay. So now I've completed one part of it. So now let's do the other part here. Again, we're going to do it the opposite side, the outermost towards the inner, okay? And you're going to double half hitch knot it, okay? So you're going to go over and through and just bring that loop up like that. Do it again. Okay, and keep doing that repeatedly with a double half hitch for each strand and direct your core along each one, trying not to miss any, okay? Okay, guys, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to bring this all together. So in order to do that, I'm going to make a square knot here. Okay, so this kind of brings this area here and this area here together. All right, and if I have these two nice and straight, then it kind of brings it all together with the knots. Okay, so that is just a different open up section and bringing these together.